everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about a new launch in an up and coming area which have mixed reviews. Some people love it, but some people call it the 鸟不生蛋, which means a very secluded area. Want to make a guess where? It's the Lentor area. Oh, forgot to introduce myself. For those of you who do not know me, I'm Yvonne, a property consultant, investor myself, and I'm a very facts and figures person, so I've been doing this real estate advisory work for the past 9 years. Without further ado, let's get into the topic. Today, I will first touch a little on the Lentor area, what I like about it, and then I will be diving into the Lentor Central Residences, what I like and don't like about the development, and of course, lastly, is this a good buy or goodbye? Okay, so I used to laugh at Lentor area, not gonna lie, because my husband used to stay there, so I always joke around and say, welcome to JB. But ever since Guaco Land, whom everybody knows is a renowned developer, sort of became a monopoly over that area, I started looking into that area to understand why is this famous developer investing into Lentor. So, let us first take a look at the master plan of the area. Looking at the latest master plan of 2019, you can see that there's going to be some major developments and transformation happening in the new Springleaf Tagore Township. That whole forested area will be transformed into residential zone in the upcoming years. And if you look at the maps, right, this is not a small area at all. So I can say that there will be huge plans for this area, which is a good sign for all the homeowners here. Next, you also notice that Tagore MRT is already built to cater for the new township at Springleaf Tagore. Does this feel a little bit like Buangkok and Woodleigh Station last time? I remember we used to call this a ghost station because there's this station there but there's nobody there. But look at how these two areas have developed. One area is the Bidadari area, another one we have Sengkang Grand Residences built on top of that. So with this similar planning, right, we can expect that this whole Lentor area will have really a big transformation, and right now Lentor Collection would be the first mover advantage. Next, we talk about the connectivity there. It is true that it wasn't very accessible last time and it's only reachable by bus. But ever since Thomson East Coast Line opened, Lentor area is very accessible now by public transport. Up the Brown Line, you will reach Woodlands in about 3 to 4 stops, and then going down, you reach Orchard in about 9 stops without having to change a train. Also, you reach all the different lines like Cross Island Line, Purple Line, Green Line, Downtown Line in just a few stops. So, it's very, very accessible. Now, let's talk about the supply in Lentor area. Is there really an oversupply? Without the upcoming Lentor Central Residences, out of the 5 developments that have already launched, we have a total units of about 2,954 units, with unsold supply of 160 units as of 10 of February 2025, which also means 95% of these supplies have already been sold. I don't know how you feel about it, but it's very obvious that this Lentor area has its own supporter and the demand is very strong. So overall, after doing an intense research of this whole Lentor area, I call this the startup location where we really see huge potential in the future. Okay, so now let's talk about the main development, which is Lentor Central Residences. Is this a good buy or goodbye? Jointly developed by Hong Leong Holdings, Guaco Land and CSC Land. There are a total of 477 units with 55 one-bedder, 210 two-bedders, 106 3 and 4-bedders respectively. I'm not going to talk too much about the condo amenities because, to be honest, there's nothing much for me to talk about as they are all the same with other developments. Nothing spectacular. But there's a few pointers that puts me at ease for this new area. So firstly, the supply and demand. If I add in the supply from Lentor Central Residences, this will increase the total supply to 3,431 units in the Lentor area from the previous 2,954 units. The total unsold inventory is only 604 units, which is 17.6% of the entire supply there. This is very positive to know because it shows how well received the condos there are. The Lentor area used to be an area with only landed houses, very old HDB or very old condos. So this batch of new launches here is a sweet spot for HDB upgraders, landed owners looking to downsize, and even the children of these landed owners looking to live nearby their parents. So this has proved that this is one of the reasons why I feel that there's also potential and demand in this area. Okay, now we dive deep into the resale condos prices around Lentor. You will also find that some of the older developments are transacting at prices that is above these new launch prices. If you look at the resale one-bedders in the surrounding areas, these developments, which are more than 9 years old, are transacting not too far off from the new launch prices of the one-bedrooms that are launched in Lentor collection. Looking at the two-bedrooms analysis, again, these developments here are at least 12 years older, with Panorama being the youngest resale condo nearby. You can also see that there are two-bedrooms quantum selling at the same price and some even more expensive than what the Lentor new launches are selling for. Similarly, for the 3 and 4 bedders, these very old condos are also selling similar prices or even more expensive than the new Lentor launches in the Lentor collection. So why is it important for me to share this with you guys is because I care about the exit plan for all my clients, and I always want to make sure that it won't be difficult for me to help them sell in years to come. I would say that the developers in Lentor collection are sensitively pricing their new launches here, which also explains why this Lentor area is very well received, especially for people who already know the area. Personally, I'm not from this area, so doing all this research really helped clear my mental block about the potential of this area. Of course, this brings me to my next point, which is the upcoming plot launching in the area. Lentor Central Residences will be the 6th development that will be launching, and there are still 5 more plots in the future. The common concern that I get 100% of the time from my clients is, in the future, if I want to sell my property, how am I going to exit when everybody is TOPing at the same time? Well, I have to be very honest with you that I feel that the exit plan might take a little longer than 3 to 4 years. If you really want to sell at the 3 years mark, the competition will definitely be there. But what I can assure you is that you will not lose money. How to lose money when the prices there are already being supported? This is the most important. With the upcoming 5 lots, we really have to see how much the lands are being sold for. I'm not God, so I cannot predict, but one thing for sure, taking Emerald of Katong as an example. Even though the land there was the cheapest in the area, the developer didn't sell cheap at all, with some units hitting more than 3,000 PSF, higher than the freehold continuum development there. Not forgetting what I covered earlier, the Tagore area transformation will also be happening in the future. So this really assures the early birds in the Lentor collection now that they will have the first mover advantage. There's also a few layouts that I like in Lentor Central Residences, which is the 1-bedder plus study with enclosed kitchen, and all the 2 bedrooms layout also have an enclosed kitchen. This put Lentor Central Residences at an advantage for its 1 plus study enclosed kitchen layout, because other than that, only Lentor Hills which only have a remaining of 3 units unsold. All the 2 bedrooms also come with an enclosed kitchen, and we can also see that these enclosed kitchen layouts, right, are also available in Lentor Hills, Lentor Modern, Hillock Green. So not all development there have. Okay, coming down to the not so good points, other than these layouts that I like, there's also things that I do not like about Lentor Central Residences. To be honest, the floor plan, there's nothing special about all the other bedroom types. The 4-bedroom is a little bit disappointing for me. For the 4-bedroom entry size, the layout also seems a bit sad without the portrait living room layout. So that's my own personal preference, but I think it's still acceptable because I see this layout at some other areas as well. Facilities-wise, also about the same, and I'm also quite sad that there's no 5 bedrooms because there's an obvious lack of 5 bedrooms over there. Last important factor is there is no 1 kilometer to CHIJ St. Nicholas, which is also something that I'm not too happy about. Okay, so my final thoughts about Lentor Central Residences. There's nothing too special or too fantastic about the development, to be honest. It didn't wow me when I look at the SHOWFLAT. It just looks like just a normal development. But the Lentor area definitely has growth potential, and it's obvious that the current new launches there are the first movers right now. Looking at the entry price of a 3-bedder now, if you look at the list over here, I would still recommend Lentor area far better than some other locations given the same budget. If you want to know which ones are there, which I did intensive research, you can approach me. I will never ask my clients to buy these locations, okay? So this location will also still be a good entry point for people who are looking to enter the private market to get a kickstart. Of course, in terms of exit planning, it got to be realistic as well and not expecting to cash out huge profits immediately right after 3 years. Best is if you can have a backup plan, if you can stay or rent it in the future, if it haven't hit the price that you want. Given the accessibility of the location, it wouldn't be that difficult to rent or to sell in the future as well when the transportation starts improving. Right, so if you have a budget to afford a unit in the Lentor area but not sure if there are any other developments, feel free to contact me so I can give you my honest opinions and analysis based on your requirements and your objective. I hope you enjoy my analysis. If you like a personalized consultation, please do not hesitate to contact me and I'll be happy to share with you my many other analysis. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment below with your thoughts too. Thank you! Bye!